a little red thing pop up on your screen on your phone. And
Okay.
yeah, so on my end, at least it says we are live.
All
What
right.
is going on, everybody? Do what, Kevin?
I'm just on the internet, so maybe it's different for me.
Oh yeah, maybe, but yeah, we are live. Everyone, welcome to another Pin to Gas podcast, second one today. Right, what an honor it is. Uh, I just got to give the backstory real quick on Kevin. So I was on Facebook one day at work, and I come across Kevin, and he was asking questions about putting out content, trying to help him get it further along with his racing, man. And I loved his attitude. I loved what he was talking about. So I reached out to him and yeah, got him on the podcast, man. Been really good friends with him ever since. Have been following. Obviously, you guys check it out. Boom. Yeah, hold up. I got to turn around real quick.
All right. Well, you missed it a little bit. It was a little too high, but it's all right.
No, okay. Well, hang on, hang on. We can fix that. We can fix that.
There
Is
you
that good?
go. Yep.
All right. So yeah, man, it's and we actually ended up meeting in Jersey for the first time in real life, and it was nothing but hugs, man. It's listen, this kid is super fast. Kevin is proper mega, and he's gonna go far, right? So last time we had him on here, he was actually on the SR 1000 trying to get 100 points for his MA license.
Yep.
So now here we are at the end of 2023. Obviously, he achieved that goal, which I'm so proud of. Man, I'm proud of you, Kevin, dude.
Thank you. Thank
Proper
you so
job,
much.
bro. Dude, it was, yeah, I've been obviously a fan and a friend. So I follow Kevin and we talk all the time. But what an honor. So, Kevin, man, let's pick it up. You finally got to 100 MA points. So after you achieved, because you got to race an expert class, right? And
Yep.
you gotta have so many runners up or finishes or podiums. So once you get the 100 points, let everybody know what is the physical next step from getting your 100 points to actually being in Moto America.
Yeah. So after you, obtain your 100 points, there's a few more requirements with that. With how many races you've done. But you essentially submit your license application to Motoamerica and the AMA, and then once it's approved, you've got your Motoamerica license for whatever class you're registering for. Mine was supersport. And from there, you kind of just figure out the next steps for registration, read the rule books, all the rules, and then just go through the process of figuring out what you've got to do to your bike, what you've got to have on your gear, what your setup needs to look like, kind of the operations of Moto America, and pretty much just go racing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it. He makes it seem easy, but yeah,
Yeah, no.
I'm sure there's more to it than that, right?
Yeah, and in my situation, with the Apex and SWG guys, they guided me through the process. They pretty much held my hand and kind of started teaching me everything because of how new I am. So it was awesome.
Yeah, it's great to see your progression, man. Like I said, I can't stress enough how happy I am and proud of you,
Thank
man.
you.
It's dude, proper mega. So yeah, so okay, 100 points. Get his license. All smiles, right? So, what was it like, Kevin, getting that picture taken of you and finally getting your Moto America license and looking at it, right? You're like, I made it, right?
Yeah, it was like kind of a shock, with how fast it happened. But yeah, it felt really good. And then, I was riding the high until I saw how fast everyone was, and I got humbled really fast. Um, but it's still like just it's an honor to just be part of the organization and part of this great racing organization in America. To share these experiences.
Yeah, it's yeah, awesome, man. So we got my man Andrew Way says,
What up,
Kevin.
Andrew?
Yeah,
How's it going?
Andrew's awesome, man.
Yep.
I love all them guys. And then of course, my man Jeffrey Tate. What is up? He says,
What
what's
up,
up,
Tate?
numb nuts to both of you? Ha ha ha.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Cameron Myers says, see you at the compound tomorrow.
Oh, sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
I think.
Cameron's awesome.
Yeah. Did he pop? He might have popped by today. I don't know, or
Yeah,
someone.
I don't know. Yeah, he might have been. Yeah, Cameron's awesome. All those kids from the SFL mini are the whole SFL mini is
Yeah.
awesome. So yeah, man. So got the 100 points. We're in Moto America. How did you go about from to finding this Yamaha ride with Apex?
So we'd have to take a step back. So I had been on the pit crew for Carl Soltis for the Daytona 200, and that's when I had the opportunity to meet AJ Gustafson with SWJ and Apex. I believe you met him at New Jersey as well. And we kind of got to chatting, and I kind of told him what I wanted to do. We just, got to know each other and started talking about some things. And then I think I was still chasing the 100 points. But after that, there was the first club race weekend at it was a club race weekend at Tally, and I had worked out a situation where I was going to rent Carl Soltis R6 for that weekend. And I did, and that was the weekend I got the 100 points. Was on Carl's R6. The first time I rode an R6, fell in love with the chassis right away because coming from the S1000, which I didn't really know how to set that bike up for myself. I just didn't have the experience, to throw around the 1000. So I fell in love with the R6, got my first expert podium that weekend as well, and then got the 100 points. And we were staying for a couple days after because Road Atlanta was the next round. So there's some testing happening, and there wound up being a bike issue with Carl's R6. And Richard Harris, the owner of Apex, was there, and he had the R6 that I now own and ride. And he was like, "Hey, if you're here and you're not riding, why don't you try riding this bike?" And of course, that bike's dialed. It's such an awesome piece of machinery. So I fell in love with that right away. And we got to talking. And he really liked what I wanted to do, and I mean, he is such an amazing person. He's helped me so much. He's so knowledgeable, that I knew, he was someone I should definitely listen to and keep around and be part of what he's got going on. And I'm really glad it worked out that way because they've taught me so much. And it's like every sentence out of Richard and AJ's mouth is something new I got to learn. Um, so that's pretty much how the R6 situation happened.
And
But
did you obviously you sold you had two
yeah,
BMWs, correct?
yeah. So I sold one of them. And then I still have my white S1000, the 2018. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it. I don't think I want to keep it, but I'm either gonna waffle it or sell it.
Yeah, raffle would be good, right? I mean,
Right.
it helps raise money for you in your race program. I'm sure it's a garage weight right now, right? It hadn't been touched or fired up in a hot minute.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, dude, if that's the situation, yeah, man, just
Mhm.
let it go, man.
Yeah.
You can always buy another one in the future, right?
Right.
So let me ask you, coming from riding club racing from an SR 1000, and then you finally jump on a 600, right? What was that transition like? Like what was
Um,
your thoughts going into it?
s- I don't really remember my thoughts per se. I was really excited to get on a 600, because at the time I had only ever ridden my 1000 on the track. And when I got on it, it was like, whoa, I can actually give it full throttle. And it was just it was a lot less violent. I guess you could say my S1000, like, just every time I'd hit the gas, if I was at any lean angle, it would just start wobbling and try and kick me off the bike. I just didn't have the experience to be able to rip it per se.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
and yeah, and jumping on a smaller bike will you learn more,
oh yeah, big
right?
time. And
Yeah,
it's easier to learn and experiment new things without the extra weight or crazy 200 wheel horsepower.
yeah, it's yeah, I can only imagine, right? That proper weapon at BMW is let's just be
Insane.
honest, it's yeah, beautiful machine too, right? Yeah, it's drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
The R6s too. I'm not gonna lie. I've always anybody that knows me. I mean, shit, I got a goddamn Ducati tattoo on me, right? So yeah, I've been in love with the Italians ever since I was little. I remember I was actually on base with my dad. So my dad was an airline pilot in the Navy. I'm sure most of
Yep.
you guys already heard the story. And we come out of the commissary one day, and there was a Ducati there, and instantly I was like, "What is that?" My dad's like, "Dude, that's a Ducati. It's like the Ferrari of motorcycles. You know,
Right.
it's the shit." And I looked at him. I said, one day I'm gonna own one of those. And he, kind of chuckled. Was like, you better get a goddamn good job, right? So,
Yeah.
fast forward, yeah, I ended up having 5 of them. So yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, BMW. My dad had a 1200 GS Adventure, and I loved
Okay.
riding that thing. It was
Those are
a
sweet.
oh, dude, they're a sweet bike, right? But yeah, man. So listen, 2023 Apex R6. Love the colors. Loved it when we finally met in Jersey. It was
Yep.
yeah, it was so proper. I wish we could have spent more time together. And my son actually asked me, he's like, you and Kevin are really good friends. How come you guys hadn't spent a whole lot of time? I said, listen, Kevin's here for a job. He's here to race, dude. He's got a lot of stuff he's got to do. He's got homework. He's like, racers got homework. I was like, yeah, bro, absolutely. They got homework, man. They
Yeah.
got, yeah. They talk to the suspension guy. They go over the data. They track map where they can improve. Watch videos. There's a whole lot that goes into it, Rossi.
Oh yeah.
Besides, just throwing your leg over it, put on your little suit, and being like, Psh, I'm out, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah. So beginning of 2023, finally, you made it, right? Your expectations kind of coming in, versus how it ended up at the end of the season. Did you meet any of your goals you made?
Yeah. My main goal was to get the 100 points and get the license, and I did that. And then from there, it was qualifying for the rounds that I went for. I did that 2 out of 3 times, so I was happy with that. And then, obviously finishing a race is always the goal for the race. I did that once as far as Motoamerica rounds go because Barber didn't go the best. But yeah, I mean, I think I surpassed my own personal goals for the season for sure.
That's awesome, man. Again, I can't stress how proud I am of you, Kevin. It's
Thanks.
awesome, man. Trevor Watson, what is up, my man? He says, "What's
What
up,
up?
K Horn?"
How's
Yeah,
it going, Trevor?
yeah. Trevor's awesome, man. And then we got Trey Patterson, buddy. What is going on? Hey, fellas, great stuff. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Kevin. Kevin got it. So yeah, Kevin, tell your 2023 story as far as the tracks you actually went to, your experiences, and what's the most thing you took away from it from this season?
Yeah. So I guess we'll start with Barber. Barber was an
Was
eye
that your
opener.
first round? Barber
Yep.
was your first round. Okay.
Yep. So Barber was an eye opener. It was my second time there. I qualified. I think I was probably at back of the grid. And it was the extended race. It was the first extended race I think Moto America ever did. So obviously qualifying one. It was I think qualifying one is when I made my qualifying time, and then like the first lap of Q2, going in a museum, I double downshifted a little too fast and popped my engine, and it locked up and shot me right into the gravel trap. So my first time in the gravel trap, that was an experience. I kept it up, thankfully, and then that was when it was another eye opener. My engine blew up, and if I would have been on my own, running my own program, I would didn't have another engine,
Yeah.
ready to go. So got the bike back. The team had the engine swapped. I think it was like 30 or 40 minutes, super fast, like crazy fast. So that was insane to me to be able to see that happen. And then the race. So the first, I think it was just up until the first red flag. I was just racing. First red flag because of the rain, and then after that, I had. So it was my first like real time racing in the rain. I'd ridden a couple times in the rain. I'd gotten a super good launch, like the first good launch I'd had, I think ever, because the S1000 I couldn't launch it at all. So I
Right.
launched like right up to 10th or something.
He was like, yes,
Yep.
yes.
So and I was like I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
Carl's in front of me. I got all these people I see, in the front of the pack. I'm like, what's going on? And then museum, I chopped the throttle just a little too fast, trying to stay with these guys and a little baby low. So I don't know if anybody knows about that really, because right after that was when Corey crashed and we had another red flag.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so I got my bike up and I rode it back in and I was fine. And then we restarted the race again. I think I don't know what place I was in, but toward the end of the race, I think there's probably 6 or 7 laps left. I put myself in a bad spot coming up on another rider in a museum, and I pretty much had to make a choice between hitting that rider or just crashing. So I just tucked the front and crashed and broke my collarbone. Didn't know I broke my collarbone, so I tried picking the bike back up, and it just wasn't working. And then I figured it out, and it was like, oh, that hurts really bad.
Once the
So,
adrenaline wears off, you're like, holy shit.
yeah, it
Yeah.
sucked. And then the Motoamerica staff and doctors took care of me right away. They X-rayed me right away and gave me some painkillers. And then it was pretty good break. I was all swollen. I could feel it moving and stuff. But once those painkillers kicked in, I was walking around talking to people.
He's like, I'm ready to ride again. Let's go. Yeah.
Yep, yep. And then I think it was like a day or two later, one of the Moto America doctors hooked me up with a surgeon in Birmingham. So I stayed. I got my collarbone plated, and then I got 9 screws. The surgery, when I woke up, it hurt worse than when I broke it. So that sucked. And then the recovery wasn't bad. I did like 4 or 5 days of physical therapy, and then I was like, oh, we're good. They said I couldn't ride for 6 months. I was like, yeah, see you
Okay.
guys later.
Yeah.
And just got back in the gym slowly. And then I went and rode at Small Bore at Barber like 2 weeks later, and I was pretty much good to go. And then from there, I did a few track
So,
days.
so you was good after 2 weeks of breaking your collarbone. You're like, I'm good. I
Yeah,
20
not like a
push-ups, no problem.
not 100%. Well, I did do I think it was 5 or 10 push-ups they wanted me to do when I went to Road America. I wasn't racing, but I went there because it was so close to home for the Moto America round.
Yeah.
And I went and saw the doctors, and I did my 10 push-ups. It still hurt, but I was able to ride. Just a couple weeks later. That sucked going to Road America and not being able to ride,
Right.
but it was still a really good time just hanging out with everybody in the team. And then after that, it was some
Look,
club day.
Kevin, hang on. We actually got a comment, dude, from my man Andrew Davis. What is up? He says Kevin's performance at Barber was fantastic. Don't let him lie.
What's up, Andrew? Thank you very much.
Proper.
Um, yeah, that Barbara was a blast.
Never been, man. I want to go.
Really?
Daniel Shoemake's, yeah, trying to talk me into going this year. I told him that I'm going to Texas, right, for the Moto America
Yep.
race. I'm really trying to make Daytona, man. I'm doing everything I can to make Daytona this year. I really want to go. I haven't been, because next year I'm definitely going back to UK for more BSB action. But
That's
I want
sweet.
to. I'm definitely doing Road Atlanta, Texas, and Jersey for real, and possible Barber.
Nice.
Yeah, I heard a lot about it. Ryan Rawls, it's a good buddy of mine. Big shout out to him. He's always talking about the museum, how good it is, and everybody else
Oh,
that's been there too, right? Yeah, I want
yeah.
to go, man. So your experience there at Barber, you was talking about it, so let's get into it, man.
Yeah, I loved the museum. The museum. I think I spent like 6 hours in it.
Bro,
Like in one day.
dude, drooling. I'd be drooling all over. I'd be like, oh my
Yep.
God, look at that thing. It's
Yeah.
straight porn, is all it
Yeah, it
is.
is. It
Yeah,
is.
straight
And
up.
the whole track, like the whole facility, is just like it's out of a movie. Mr. Barber did a phenomenal job with that track. And
I
that's
wonder,
one of my favorite tracks by far.
I
Um,
wonder how much money he's got in that museum, man.
I I couldn't tell you, but I have seen a picture of the basement once, and it's it's more than you could imagine for sure.
I bet, man.
Someone when I was there like got a private tour, and they're like, check this out.
And you
It
was like,
whoa.
what? We're in the
I thought they
back
were doing
cave,
that on the
baby.
bikes, right?
Right? Yeah.
um,
Dude, so Trevor Watson says again, holy shit, 30-40 minute engine change. Took us 3 hours at Coda to swap engines.
well, yeah, they're legit. They're a pro team. They know what they're doing. They're awesome.
It is.
Uh,
And Jake Marsh, my man, dude, double podcast today. Absolutely, mate. Yes, yes. I wanted to get Kevin in here before the season started so he could talk about our part two. This is part two with Kevin, amongst
yep.
many more. There's gonna be, but Jake Marsh, man, everybody knows, dude, big dude, shirt, runs Pin to Gas, Jake Marsh, BSB. Let's go, bro. He's big things in the GP2 class this year. I can't wait. And he says no breaks for Big Chris.
Nope.
Yeah, man. Hustling, man. But I love my job, right? This is it's not a job. It's turned into a second job if you count up the hours, right, job
Yeah,
wise.
right.
But it's I tell everybody all the time what an honor it is to be able to do what I do and sit down in front of you guys, which I'm a super fan of everybody, and do this. It's such an honor, man. And Jake, bro, I can't wait for ours soon. Yeah, so be prepared, mate, because it's gonna be mega, right? So yeah, dude. Next, Trevor. Trevor, watch. I'm punching out when Supercross
Ha,
starts.
yeah, right.
Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. Yeah, I want to watch Supercross 2 here in a little bit myself. And but yeah, it is. This is the second double podcast. I'm Kevin. Hang on, I'll let you talk
Oh,
here in a
you're
second. I
good.
just want to. It is right. Again, I do love what I do. I love all the comments and all the love, even people that talk trash. I love you guys too, right? Yeah, it's been an amazing day. I honestly, it's hard to do 2 podcasts in one day. It's it's because you put so much energy into one, right? And you turn around, and you
Yep.
got to do another one, right? So it's like you got to put all the energy back into it, which is it's fine. Um, yeah, it's just but honestly, when I don't podcast everybody, I miss it so much. Like I really think about it all the time. I'm like, I just wanna talk. I just want to interview and talk to everybody, man. Let's go, right? Uh yeah, but sorry, Kevin. I just wanted
Oh,
to
you're
ramble
good.
on for a minute, man. And yeah, so first round at Barber was didn't go as planned. We ended up with a broke collarbone.
Yep.
You
Still a good,
recovered.
still an awesome weekend
Oh
though.
yeah, for
I
sure,
had a
man.
blast. It was
Listen,
awesome.
listen, Kevin. Let me ask you this before we go to your second round, bro. Uh, Being an amateur racing and then watching Motoamerica races at 600 Super Sport, you watching them, you're like, dude, one day I'm gonna be there, right? And then your first race, you're sitting on the grid and you get that good launch, right? And you end up in 10th, and you're looking around, you're like, dude, that feeling was like the best feeling ever, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and so to take it back a step, like even qualifying, just so I've been used to like the expert races where I was just, I on the 1000, it wasn't a drastic pace difference
Right.
per se, but when I was out for qualifying at Barber, I saw it first person. I saw the difference. Like I'm on Earth, they're on Jupiter of riding. Like the things that these guys can do, Carl, Josh Hayes, all these guys, it's another level. So that was like I got humbled really fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, like super nervous on the grid for sure. Just like every time, just like before every race, just some added pressure because of a lot more is going on. But yeah, it was an experience to say the least.
That's awesome, mate. Yeah, and there is a lot of added pressure actually being on a proper team versus club racer. It's yeah, I could see where that would play in my mind a lot,
Yeah,
right? No matter what you do to try to close that door on it, right? It's
yeah,
still always linger there somewhere, always at the forefront.
yeah,
But
and
listen, go ahead.
yeah, and it seemed like they were really good about making sure I wasn't feeling pressured from them or anything, but just I'm the type I put a lot of pressure on
On
myself.
yourself. Yeah, I know you do. I know, Kevin. Yeah, I know. It's. But listen, dude, you shine, bro. You're proud of you. I keep
Thank
saying
you.
it, dude. I really am,
Yeah.
Kevin. I'm so proud of you, bro. But so let's moving forward. Second round. What was your second round?
Yeah,
Where was that
so
at?
we did Pittsburgh. I did the 6 hour endurance before it. I did it with Logan Monk was on my team, Jared
Logan. Big shout
Tree,
out to Logan.
right? Jared Trees was on my team. He's rips. And then Austin
Big shout out to
Miller.
Jared. Austin
Yep.
Miller. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
So we did the 6 hour. I was like, I was having some issues. I wasn't breathing when I was riding because
You was holding your breath.
I was amped up. That track's pretty physically intense.
Yeah.
So my back started locking up super bad. So I think I only did 1 or 2 stints of the 6 hours, so that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I, but
What bike was
then
you guys racing?
we rode on my R6.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. I think we did pretty good. I think we got sixth or seventh, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. Uh, and then I think it was a week or two later, came back for the Pittsburgh Motoamerica round. And that was, the best weekend ever. Finished qualified and finished both races. I think I qualified last, but it was okay. I didn't finish last. So,
Bro.
uh,
Yeah.
had a couple battles to the finish line. I think I got 22nd and 23rd, I believe. Both of them were battles to the finish line with Chris Murphy. He's awesome. I had to work a whole lap just to get him by like 0.6 of a second in the first race. But I love that track. It's a hard one between Barber, Road America, and Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's another track I haven't been to is Pittsburgh. I want to eventually I want to go to all Moto America rounds. I just man, honestly, I just don't have it. It costs me a lot of money to travel to every
Yeah,
Moto America round, right? But I do want to make it, man. I love. There was nothing like the feeling having you guys on the podcast and then meeting everyone in real life.
right.
It was like full circle. It was such a good time, man. Yeah, and I just want to continue doing it. It, it's hard for me to put into words.
I bet. Yeah,
It is, dude. It really is. I actually get happy tears and emotional. It's nothing like it in the world. But Trevor Watson says, Kevin, you going to Barber at the end of March with STT? I'm planning on going. Let's rip some wheelies and burn out some Dunlops.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. We'll just have to see what the schedule. We'll see what's going on.
That's it. Get up there and yeah, ride some. Ain't nothing like a good wheelie. I always tell everybody I'd ride a wheelie for a dog if he would appreciate it, right? I'm like, oh, look, there's a
Right.
dog.
I love wheelies.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And then Paul McKee, mate, dude, send me a message, bro. He says, see you at Barber, Chris, home track. No place like it. The museum will drop your jaw. Man, I see pictures of that museum and I'm like,
Beautiful.
oh, dude, it's like every bike that I'm so in love with is they're beautiful women. First of all, motorcycles are they're
Yep.
gorgeous women, right? Uh, it'd be really hard for me to have a motorcycle like museum quality and not ride it. I would have to absolutely ride it,
Yeah, I don't
right?
think I could do that either.
I don't care if it was a Ducati MotoGP bike, Troy Bayless's, whatever 1098. I gotta ride it. I
Yep.
have to ride it, man. It's got to be done. I don't care if the value comes down. That's not why I bought it.
Right.
Bought it to enjoy it, right? It's like it's like being married to the most beautiful woman on earth, but you can't touch her.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's a
hell
good
no.
analogy.
Yeah, hell no. Yeah, I'm riding this train, right? Yeah. It's yeah. Good stuff, man. So second round.
It was a blast. I think in the second race I'd been doing better. Like I think I was going for 20th or 19th. Um and then I lost the rear. I forgot what turn it is, but the last turn, the last right-hander before you're going on the straightaway, and it totally like just stepped out, threw me up. I was out of the seat, up in the tank, and went off in the grass a little bit. Had to crawl my way back up. I think that happened pretty early in the race, so I had a good amount of time to make my positions back. But yeah, Pittsburgh was awesome. It was the best so far,
Yeah,
for
good
sure.
stuff, man. Let me ask you this, Kevin. What has your R6 taught you that your SR1000R has not?
So that's 1,000. I mean, pretty much I was coasting through majority of the corners, and then I stand up,
Neutral
get on the
throttle.
gas.
Use neutral throttle through the corners.
I would say that's like a exaggeration,
Okay.
but there was a lot less corner speed, and I was a lot. Honestly, I was like, I wouldn't say scared, but I was
Timid.
nervous.
Timid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just because of how like violent the bike
Yeah.
was, and I had all the electronics shut off too, so that probably factored in. But the R6 is like I mean, I've been working on learning as much as I can every time I ride the bike, so I'm still learning, but it's really taught me, a lot of body positioning mechanics and timing of when I'm doing things, and because with the 600 you don't have as much power, so your mistakes are, bigger mistakes than on a 1000. So just carrying
Right.
more corner speed, um, and just pretty much riding the bike how it should be ridden more, I guess you could say, without just using the power to pick
To
up your
mask, yeah,
mistakes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
To mask
and
the mistakes. Yeah.
sliding the rear, like when I'm getting on the gas and kicking it out, just sliding it, just being at that 1% throttle. That's been a big part of my learning. And then just getting better on braking and timing. It's pretty much helped me just develop my riding overall, just because it's easier to ride.
It's it's definitely made you a better rider, right? That's why,
Yeah. Oh
dude.
yeah.
It's I tell everybody, even on the street, everybody wants to go out and buy, the one. I need the 1000.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I did.
I know exactly, right? But it's like, if you start out on a smaller bike, it actually teaches you really how to ride, the fundamentals, the
Yep.
body position, the braking, the corner speed, the whole nine, right? What a motorcycle is supposed to feel like, right? When you really learn how to ride. And then you step up and progress, right? If you go to a 1000 and you jump head first like you did, but you're an exception, Kevin, because you're super talented, right? But for the majority of the people out there, you're not going to learn nowhere near as much buying
No.
that bike, right? You think you can ride? Absolutely not.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what the teams really preached to me. When we first started working together, it was fundamentals, 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 because I was doing things without knowing why or how I was doing them. So we kind of took a step back and just focused on the fundamentals of my riding. We did that for a while, and it totally changed it. Um,
So, did your strongest points from the 1000 transfer over to the 600? Or do you got new stronger points now because of the 600?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I would say I'm pretty strong on the brakes. I used to think I was really bad on the brakes, but I'm pretty strong on the brakes. Late braking. I also over brake sometimes, so I guess that's good and bad. Um, I mean, I've always been good at hitting the gas. I like going
Good at
fast.
pinning the gas. I love it.
Yep, yep. But it. The major difference between when I was on the 1000 versus when I got on the 600 was I didn't have a support system that really knew what they were doing. Um, I was just doing it because I knew how to do it, like, naturally. So once I kind of had the support system of the team with Apex and SWG, and they kind of started guiding me in the direction of what I need to do with my riding and how I need to approach things and differences. They kind of just took me from the base level of riding and just started elevating it to where I am now. I owe a lot of my growth through the season to them, and the way they taught me and the way they talked to me, and it's just been awesome.
Good, man. Big shout out to Apex. You guys are amazing. Yeah, yeah. It's also uh third round, Kevin. How was that? And where was that
Yep.
at?
New Jersey Motorsports Park. First time there. Got to meet Chris, the show. It was awesome. It was still an amazing weekend for sure, even though I didn't meet my goals.
Man, but it rained, dude. It was like, you guys don't understand. Jersey floods. Like when I got there, and I met Avery. I think Avery was the first one I seen, and then Jackson Blackman, um, and then Eli Colby. And Eli's like, dude, it's gonna suck if it rains. His dad, actually, Eric, was like, dude, if it rains, it's gonna flood so bad back here. And I'm like, really? It might have been Curtis. I'm sorry, Curtis Woodworth. Big shout out to him and Isaac. And they were talking about how bad it floods back there behind
Yeah.
the main garage, right? And if it didn't, it was proper rain that weekend. Uh, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see, dude. You guys out there was ripping it, right? Even though you didn't meet your goal, man. But what a tough weekend, Kevin, right? But at the
Yeah.
same time, you learned a lot that weekend on that bike out there in those conditions, right?
Yep, for sure. Yeah, it was good. So the first practice and qualifying, I got to ride the track for the first time. And that at that time, I would really stress out about my riding, and my ability for some reason. Like, in the back of my head, for some reason, I just be
Doubting
overthinking
yourself.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
doubting myself, and
Yeah.
then going into the sessions, I'd just be thinking too much about everything, and it just kind of put me off.
It makes you
So
tense.
yeah,
When
super.
you're in
Like,
that
you
mind
can't.
zone, you're tense because you're not relaxed. You're not
Yeah,
focused. You're not, yeah.
yeah. So practice and qualifying. The first impressions of the track, it was super crazy bumpy.
That's what I
Super
heard.
bumpy.
Yeah.
Like, and that was, it was new. Those types of bumps per se. And then just I put a lot of pressure on myself, and then just get my doors blown off by everybody, like, um it was a rough weekend, but it was also, humbling, and it was an experience that I needed, so after Q1, I missed qualifying one in the drive. I think it was like a second and, 3/10 or something, like just a second.
Yeah. It wasn't
So
much.
I missed that, and then it rained on day two, qualifying two, it rained. Other than my experience with Barber in the rain, that was my first time, and the Barber rain wasn't nearly as bad as the New Jersey rain. But I still went out Q2. I was, you know, way off pace for the
And nervous.
qualifying
I'm sure
times. Yeah,
nervous, right? Like, oh my
yeah.
God, this is crazy.
Yeah, I was. It was a eye opener to the level of talent in the super sport class. Like, all these riders, and we had, like, Kayla Yakov went out, and I think she got a podium, right, in the rain.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it sucked, but at the same time, I think it needed to happen. I think it was a great weekend. But yeah, Q2, like, just riding in the rain, it just didn't go well. I didn't crash or anything, but it was I was just off pace and nervous about, all the bumps and all the rain. So it was all
That
right.
those Dunlop rain tires, though, man, they're proper weapons, ain't they?
Oh
They
yeah,
you get so much feedback, and uh, for those that haven't actually seen a real rain tire, man, the grooves on them, they're super deep, and it's a super soft tire.
yeah. It was
Like,
like bubble gum.
bro, yeah. Compared to a normal slick, if you was just to touch it, a rain tire is way softer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's insane. I was like, holy shit, the first time I touched one, I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a question I was gonna ask. Have you ever ridden that intensity of rain before?
Not before that, no.
Yeah,
And I mean, like, I wasn't bummed out. Like, I was bummed out I didn't qualify, but I wasn't bummed out about, like, the fact that, like, there's a rule about that, because, once I saw the race, I was like, there's no way I wouldn't be able to compete, you know. At that time, I wouldn't have been able to compete at that level.
yeah.
So I'm almost glad it worked out the way it did, because of how bad it was during the races. Um, but now I've got some more rain experience, so I think I do a little bit better now. But you never know. Uh,
That's
I
good. Yeah,
I got
go
to
ahead.
ride at Jennings, not too long ago in the rain, and I,
Nice.
like, the first couple laps I was freaking out, just nervous. But then I figured it out, and I started going faster every lap, and got comfortable, and started having fun in the rain. So I won't be as nervous next time it rains.
That's awesome. And the feedback, those rain tires are immaculate. Like you feel
Yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah, I smoked the rear tire. I just totally tore it up because it started drying the next morning. Um, but it was still wet, so I still went on the reins, and I totally shredded the left side. But I was thinking, I should probably go out and see what that feels like. So I went out and rode with the shredded rear rain tire, and just got to learn what that felt like, because you never finish a race on new tires.
that's right.
So yeah, I feel a lot better about rain riding now.
That's awesome. Yeah, actually, I was going to ask you a question like that. Like, do you go out on old used tires just to see get to feel like I'm going out,
So
15 laps on this thing, and I'm gonna try to run as consistent lap times as I can.
yep. So Richard has preached to me that, you don't finish a race on new tires, and I think it's the best way to learn is by using all of your tire. I try to get them down to there's not a single wear marker left. I think that's the best way to really learn it is if you can do the same times with really bad tires. And I went and did I think it was like Nelson Ledges when I did the club race there. I did 9 races and got like 6 podiums on one set of tires. Um, and then like when I went to Barber for the GNF, I think I've only put like one new set of tires on, and I went faster than I did at my Moto America round. So I think
Nice.
that that's really excelled my learning just because of how wiggly everything gets, and it's
Yeah.
it's all out of shape, and you gotta manage the tires. Yeah, so I'm a big advocate for not always putting new tires on,
Yeah, dude, you actually learn a lot more. You learn really how to control.
and it's fun. I think
It's
it's a
fun.
lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it is. Right. Yeah. You're like, oh shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Stuck. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Let's go. Yeah. It's awesome, man. So, the end of 2023, um, what you been up to? I know here recently today, you got with my man Nolan Lampkin. What is
Yep.
up, bro?
Yep.
And you was out there. Where was you at riding, and who was all out there, and what'd you guys do?
Yeah, so we're in Dublin, Georgia. We drove down yesterday. We're at the Heron compound. We're ripping some ovals. AJ Gustafson from Apex and SWG. He's got a few of them. He lets us ride them with his son Stanley. And there are a few other people out here. So I think this is the second time. Yeah, this is the second time I've been back down here. Um, I love riding. The ovals are really good to. I think they're good to learn on. It's essentially a big bike, just a little.
Yeah.
Um, and the last time I had ridden them before these last 2 weekends was right after I broke my collarbone at Barber during the small bore. So I didn't have fun.
Yeah.
I was just really nervous about hurting my collarbone again.
Yeah.
And they're so twitchy, little, crazy little like 190
Stiff
machines.
little chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but now, I'm understanding more and more how beneficial it can be for my riding. And it's just awesome being able to come down here and rip when it's 10 degrees at home and there's like a foot of snow on the ground. So yeah, me and Nolan came down here. He's out to dinner right now.
Nice.
And then we're gonna get to ride tomorrow again.
Nice.
So yeah, the Heron compound's awesome. It's really nice of them to have that for other riders to come out and rip.
Yeah, it's good. So, did they have like their own little like hotel there? I mean, not hotel, but little stay places you stay at, or
Like
are
I mean,
you actually at a hotel?
yeah, I'm at a hotel.
Okay,
Like it's
okay, I
like
gotcha.
10 minutes away.
I
You could
gotcha.
you could probably camp there. I didn't
Yeah,
ask.
yeah,
But Miss Heron's awesome. She manages the place. They've got a shower. I don't know if they have multiple, but I know they have one. And then they got a bathroom. But it's
they're in
really
the
nice.
facility.
It's an
Yeah,
awesome place, and the track's a blast.
I heard it was. Yeah, I heard it was. One day I would like to make my way down there and check it out myself. Yeah, it's good stuff. So, other than that, where you been riding at? What you been
Yeah.
doing? How you been preparing for the 2024 season?
Yep. So I was at Jennings not too long ago. Did got some rain riding in there, like I said, and then I actually got to rip in the dry. That was fun. I'd been there before my 1000, but it was like right. I think it was right after Daytona. And I was getting ready for the season. I'd gone down there and I think I crashed. Like I was trying some new tires and just wasn't the best weekend. So I was glad to go back down there on the 600 and just rip. It was phenomenal. Got got to ride with some new people. I did some mini moto, indoor mini moto with Great Lakes
I seen
Supermoto.
that. Yeah.
Oh man, that was so
Bro,
much
that looks so
fun.
much fun, dude. I want to do that so
It was
bad.
a blast. It was, and
So
it.
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna ask you, do you rent those bikes or is those personal bikes like little
Yeah, so
CR50s and
so they
all that?
offer rentals. I rented a bike, and then one of my friends, Jacob, he's also, he's I don't know what his involvement is with Great Lakes Supermoto, but he's part of Great Lakes Supermoto. He let me ride his 50, and I had the white wall tires on it.
I
It was
said
a little bit
it's
better.
awesome. Yeah.
Yep. So that was it was so much fun, and then I think it's a great learning tool, especially up in Michigan. You can't ride outside. Um, so just feeling the front end. on the 50, because it's a go-kart track indoor, so it's like that. I don't know what it's called, but it's not like a road racing track.
No, it's not.
Um, but it's a total blast. And I think it's good for training. Like I was out of breath, it was like a workout. Um, so if you're up in that area, check out Great Lakes Supermoto for sure.
Yeah, dude, I always
Um,
wanted to ride at one of those kart tracks. God, dude, they look so much fun. I was like, now that I would love to get into.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, right now there's not really much going on other than that. Just waiting for track days. Do some coaching with Sport Bike Track Time. Get some track days in with them. They're awesome.
yeah, they
And
are.
then probably do like I'd like to do a couple of the club rounds, the first few, just get some seat time before the season really kicks off. But really, I just been working out a lot, training, and then riding every opportunity I get. I take to ride.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
That's right. So has your training regimen changed since you've been with Apex?
like physical training, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, like
Um,
privateer racing versus Moto America racing. You're training
like
different.
on the bike or like
Both,
in the gym?
both.
Yeah, like I guess the structure of my riding when I'm not racing is different. I was lacking a lot of things that I now am still working on. Becoming turning them into habits, like track maps and studying my track maps and notes and taking notes of what's going on and how I'm feeling and all that. I still don't, but I'm working on it. So a lot of that, like the I guess, background stuff has changed. But from a physical standpoint, you know, my gym training's always been my gym training. I work with Ethan Chaplock with Southern Pride Performance.
Dude, big shout out to Ethan, man. Yes, dude,
Yep,
proper
he's
guy. Yeah,
awesome.
dude, he is. Dude, I'm actually having him on the podcast.
Sweet. Yeah, he's the
Yeah, dude,
best.
I can't wait to pick his brain. It's awesome. That's why
Yeah, he's got a lot of
I want to
knowledge.
have everybody, man. I think it's very important to have all aspects of the whole sport and get everybody's story out. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, Kevin, I didn't mean to
Oh,
interrupt
you're
you.
good. But I think I've started like a lot more cardio, core, and then I really train what gets sore. Um, so pretty much that.
Do
Just
you are you into ice baths like I am?
so I hear you talking about that all the time. I've never tried a real ice bath, but I was on like a thing where I'd wake up and take like a 3 minute cold shower in the morning, and I really liked it.
Dude, yeah, listen, I've been there, bro. Like the shower. This is the problem. The issue with me is with the showers. If I jump in there and I just stand in that one position, once I get my breath under control, yeah, it's good. But dude, you move a little bit, and it's like it starts all over again, right?
Yep.
I'd rather it's more beneficial because you're only getting a certain part of your body versus
Yeah,
submerging, up to your over your shoulders, up in. You should do it, man. It's
I want to. I hate being cold though. I won't really go swimming anywhere. I just tell people I don't like water. I'm not the biggest fan of water, even though the shower is my favorite part of the day. But the main reason is because when I get out of the water, I'm freezing right
cold.
after.
Yeah. Well, okay. So listen, Kevin, this is the whole thing. So I do the Wim Hof method, right? I'll send you all the info. But
For sure.
uh, when you get in that water and you get submerged, right? Of course, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
breathe, right? But the whole point is you want to get your breathing under control. Once you get your breathing under control, it's like you're not cold no more. It's very hard to explain and put into words, right? It's almost like this warmth comes over your body. It's like this euphoria high. Okay. And then you get out, of course, you're freaking cold, right? But then you get in like a horse stance and you oh, right? No bullshit. And what that does is that actually heats up your core first, right? So you heat up your
Wow.
core from your midsection by doing that. It heats up the rest of your body, right? And then like you'll notice when you get out and you get warm again and you go put on your clothes and take a shower, whatever it is you do, it's almost like you fiend for it. Like your body's like, I can't wait for the
Really?
next ice bath. Yes, dude. Yeah. Like
Hmm.
I have a creek right down the street. Uh, Rossi, my son, one of his best friends, real good friends with his dad, Dustin. And yeah, it's cold, man. So I hit him up and be like, yo, let's go jump in this creek. And creeks are cold because it's continuing flowing water. So it
Yep.
might be 40 degrees outside, which that's chilly, right? Out
Yeah,
there
it's
in some
cold.
sweat trunks. I mean, let's just be honest. And you're gonna go jump in a creek with running water for 2 minutes. Yeah, it's dude, there's nothing like it. Dude, you should really start getting into it, man, for real. It's good
Yeah.
to do heat and cold. So
Okay.
do the cold and then do the heat, and then yeah. It's good for your body, man. It really is.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll get like a horse trough or something. Just stick it outside.
So you see it on Facebook all the time. There's inflatable ones. So I almost bought one, but I've just been using the Crete. But yes, you're right. Tractor Supply, they have I think it's a Rubbermaid brand. No bullshit, dude.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's a 150 gallon or 175-gallon horse trough. I don't know if they call it a horse trough. They might, but and it's threaded for the water valve
Oh
to
yeah.
drain it, the drain valve, and it's like $175, right? So if
Oh,
you buy the blow up one, yeah, they're like $125. But dude, it could pop. This Rubbermaid
yeah.
one, like it's thick, it's super legit, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do when I pull the trigger and actually buy one. Well, with
All
something
right.
like that, you got to actually have a spot where that's permanently gonna be, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Not mobile.
not mobile, but you can also get like a 55-gallon trash can and fill it up and jump in
Yeah.
that
I was
bad
gonna say
boy
I'm pretty
too.
small, so I could probably fit in like
Yeah. Just get you a
yeah.
stepping stool and get up in there. You just squat down up to your shoulders. The whole thing about with you see everybody with dude ice everywhere, right? Dude, listen, once the water's whatever temperature it is, 40 degrees, 35 degrees, the ice is more for a show, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yes, it's to cool the water down, right? But once the water gets cooled down and there's ice in there, they always put fresh ice on it. So when you see them on commercials and all that, it's like
Mm.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
but it's good, man. I can't express it enough. Everybody should take ice baths. It's crazy. Listen, bro, it's crazy as shit sounding, right? Like jumping in that
Yeah.
tub of ice. You're like, hell no.
Right. But
But
the showers, like they make me like just your body warming itself back up, like just getting the worst part of the day out of the way was like my thing because I hate
it
being
is.
cold.
So listen, I'll tell you like this. You work out and you wake up the next day and you're just like majorly sore, like, oh my God, I can't even barely stretch, but when I do,
Hmm.
it kind of feels good, right? You take an ice bath and it'll you'll be surprised how much it
All
really
right.
helps out your sore muscles. You'll be like, this is where it's at for sure. Yeah, man. So listen, 2024, I'm excited, dude. I know you will be with Apex again next year, which is dude, again, dude, Kevin, I'm
Thank you.
so proud of you, man. Like I said at the beginning of this podcast, meeting you for the first time, seeing your first Facebook video, to dude, 2024 is going to be big, bro. I can't
Thank you.
wait.
Yeah, yeah. I'm super excited. And it's a total honor to be able to work with such great people, such as Richard and AJ and everybody involved with Apex and SWG. They're the best. I'm just super excited.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. So yeah, man, let's so 2024 with the same team. I don't want to go too much into it. We'll talk about that after the season starts, right? Which is going to be, I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to see you again, man. I can't wait to meet
Yeah,
everybody again.
it's
It's
gonna
going to
be
be,
cool.
dude. Yes, you see this smile, man. It's good. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, I want to get away from all the leathers and stuff because the first time I had you on the podcast, I never asked you these questions, right? This is something that I've been doing here recently. And dude, Ty Bigford, dude, what is up, my man?
What up,
He
Ty?
says, "Oh hell yeah, Mr. Horny, dude, Ty's awesome." I actually had
Yeah,
a conversation with him not too long ago. He's yeah, big things are coming, you guys. But
sweet.
listen, dude, let's get away from all the motorcycles and stuff.
All right.
What's your favorite movie, Kevin?
Favorite movie? It's either gonna have to be Pulp Fiction or Step Brothers.
Dude, I love both of those movies, right? Pulp Fiction, what a classic. I mean,
Quentin Tarantino, he's a great director.
it's one of those movies that will always be a classic. And Step Brothers, dude, who don't love
Yeah.
Step Brothers, right? It's yeah, it's what a movie, man. It's good stuff. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay. What Star Wars character would you be?
What Star Wars character would I be? I've never been asked that. Probably like Han Solo.
Han Solo. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I like Han Solo. He's good. Did he shoot first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. In the
Yeah.
movie, yeah, I think
He
he
knew he was
definitely
gonna
shot.
do it anyway.
Right. I'd have smoked him too, right? Shh, done. It's over with, dude. Yeah, dude. So what Netflix series is Kevin Horney watching right now?
Netflix series. I don't. Lately I haven't been watching too much. I did watch The Reacher, like Jack Reacher or whatever, recently. That was a really good show. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really watched that much lately.
Dude, do you have Apple TV?
I have like the Apple TV like box thing.
Yeah, so you got
But
Apple TV.
yeah, I know. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I think yeah.
If you got the Apple box that hooks to your TV, yeah, you got it, right?
Yeah. All
So,
right. Yeah, I've got
dude,
Apple TV.
listen, dude, Ted Lasso, you gotta
Ted
watch Ted.
Lasso.
Dude, Ted
Okay.
Lasso is fucking awesome, bro. It's they bring a football coach over to the UK to take to coach a soccer team. He don't know shit
Oh,
about soccer. And dude, it's just great, dude. It's
yeah.
it's
That's
it's a
got to be
really good.
interesting.
It is. It's really good, man. Good stuff. Favorite music, Kevin? Like, of course, favorite music. But if you pulled up your phone, what song, if you hit play, would be playing right now?
Probably like something by Zeppelin.
I love Zeppelin, man. I love all genres of music, and I'm sure you do too, right? So, do you do like do you listen to any music? How do you prepare yourself to get ready to race? Do you have any like my man Nolan Lampke, dude? Big shout out, turn me on to Inside Out Socks, everybody. I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
you
we just
guys,
talked about that.
bro, dude, have you done it yet, Kevin?
No, no,
Oh,
because I don't
dude.
feel the seams. So I think if I feel the seams, I will.
Bro, you should just try it anyway. Just
Okay.
try it one time, right? Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So, did you have anything like he does?
Not like, not really anything like that per se. But I'll usually just listen to some music while I'm getting ready. And just try not to think. I just try and start shutting everything off and just know, what I've got to do. I just got to go out there and ride. I know how to ride. Go out there and do the best I can. I'm not the most talkative, but I do like getting in my gear really early.
Yeah,
That's what I guess that's kind of weird. Like I'll be in my gear like probably half an hour, 45 minutes early, like just because it's like a second pair of skin,
it
it's
is.
so comfortable. It calms me down when I get geared up. I'll put my helmet on really early just because I can tune everything out with my earplugs and put the visor down and shut my eyes and just chill. Like, yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, that's dude, that's awesome. And big shout out to Bison, man, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I tell everybody, Robert Lackey and Tasha at Bison's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep. Back with them for 24.
I know, dude, I'm so happy. They're dude, they what they're doing for the sport. As far as being there at the track at every round, giving trackside assistance. If you have a rip, a stitch that needs to be taken care of, dude, it's nobody else is doing that. And to me, that's what the
Yeah.
sport needs, and it's dude, they are just the best people in the world to deal with, work with. I finally got to meet them both in person at Jersey. They actually invited us. We actually sat down and ate dinner with Levi Batty and his dad.
Nice.
Dude, bro, I'm telling you, dude, what an honor, dude. It's I get lost for words. Every time I say it, I do it all the time, dude, because I really don't know what to say because I get so emotional when I think about it. It's dude, it's the best thing ever. Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is. But Bison, dude, if anybody's in the market, I'm telling you right now, reach out to Bison. If you can't reach out to him, let me know. I will call him, Robert, myself, and get you hooked up, and you'll be
Yep.
taken care of by some of the best people that have graced this planet for sure, 110%. I'm sure there's not a soul out there that's ever met Robert and Tasha and had any harsh feelings or anything. They're just
Yeah.
yeah, proper people, man. Yeah, for sure. Dude, congratulations, dude. Back with Bison. I love it.
Yep.
So what's the are you gonna change the leathers up any this year? Like
Yes.
colorways or
Yeah, I think I am going to. I haven't started the designing process yet. I'm kind of waiting to. decide what I want to do with it. Probably go with the retro look again. I love retro stuff.
I do too.
And I got to make it stand out.
Facts, right? Yeah, absolutely you do. And but the color of that bike anyway stands out.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a beautiful machine. The color is proper awesome, man. It's good. So books, Kevin, do you listen to any audiobooks? I like man, I used to read a lot,
Hmm.
but I find out that dude, when I do read, man, I just want to go to sleep, right?
Oh no. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, it just makes you sleepy. So I'm big into audiobooks. My
Okay.
last one I listened to, right, is the Matthew McConaughey Green Light. Dude, what a book. It's a great
I haven't.
fucking book. And then the one before that was Daniel Shoemake. Big shout out to him. Turn me on to both of them. Is Adrian Bourdain. Uh, One of his stories about how he got into cooking, and dude, and Randy Lanier, bro. I say this, Kevin, dude. Randy Lanier, check this out. He was a IndyCar race car driver that was smuggling drugs out of Mexico to pay for his racing career, bro. And it
Wow.
goes, dude. It twists, it turns. It's
That's
crazy,
got to be a story.
dude. It's a good book. It really is. Like, it's that type of book, just like the Matthew McConaughey. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to one more. Just another page,
Yeah.
right?
One
Or
more
another
page.
5 more minutes, dude. And next thing I'm
Right.
35, 40 minutes back into it. It's one of those books that really good. But do you have uh David Goggins?
I like David. I listen to a lot of David Goggins like videos and stuff.
Dude, you got to get his book on audiobook, bro. He's got
Okay.
two of them out. Start with the first one. It's one of the best books you ever hear. Motivational. To any doubt you doubt yourself, listen to this book.
For sure.
100%. 100%. So you're not listening to any books right now?
Not currently, no. The last book I listened to was Leathered by John Hopkins.
Dude,
MotoGP.
what a
That was a
book,
great
bro.
book.
Dude, listen, I'm a huge fan of John Hopper. The Hopper, right? Hopkins,
Yep.
dude. I've met Hopper several times. I actually got a
Oh,
big
lucky.
Suzuki John Hopkins on the Rizla Suzuki right here to my left. I got several pictures with them. I actually
Nice.
met him last year at Coda. And I told him when I seen him, I got a picture with him. That was back. So it was the previous year. Sorry,
Wow.
21. Back when you still had to wear a fucking mask, right?
Yep.
I met him, and I was like, "Bro, your book was fucking proper, dude." And he was like, "Bro, thanks so much." Right?
It
Took a
was
big old
such a
picture.
good book.
Bro, he is so awesome. What a book, man. What I loved about I listened to, dude, you name it, dude. Any road racer out there that's got an audio book, I got it. And I've listened to it. Michael Dunlop, John McGinnis, I mean, you name it, right? Guy Martin. Um, John don't bullshit in his book. This is what I love about John Hopkins in his book. I mean, he tells real deal. I was a drug addict. I was a fucking alcoholic. I was a
Yeah.
weed head. I'm smoking joints and riding a MotoGP bike, right? I
Yeah. He,
mean,
he laid it all out.
bro, dude, that's what made his book so amazing is he didn't hold back. He gave the proper true story. I'm an
Yeah.
alcoholic. Like I'm hiding bottles of alcohol in my closet from my wife. I'm sitting out there getting drunk before I come in the house. Dude, proper book, dude. It opens up your eyes, dude. And a lot of people don't realize, man, and dude, racing's so stressful. Um, it's hard to get back into your zen, especially after a tough weekend, right? And you
Yeah.
always have these doubts and I'm not good enough and what if and what that. It's such a mental game, man. I think it's very important for any racer, whether you're young or you're even a professional, you've been in it, to have somebody, whether it's a good mate, a rider mindset coach like Ethan, always in your corner, giving you
Yeah.
nothing but positive vibes, positive energy, right? Saying, listen, this section, you keep talking negative, negative, negative about this, right? Let's focus on where you're good at instead of where you're not good at, right? And let that just focus so it puts your brain in a more calm state to where you can
Yeah.
focus on being the best you can be out there on the track. Because let's be honest, it's a very dangerous sport that we love so much.
Hmm.
So you got to be in the right headspace. You got to have the right
Yep.
people around you, and it's super beneficial.
For sure.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
Proper, man. Yeah, dude. So we got to get Kevin on some books, y'all. Does anybody out there have any other recommendations?
Yeah.
Um,
Send them my way.
Yeah, dude. Send him my way. Dude, Kevin, what would your spirit animal be?
What would my spirit animal be? I don't know. Like, I think maybe like an eagle.
The eagle?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're pretty badass.
They're badass, right? Yeah, that's do you like what's your favorite food, Kevin?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I know I love food too. When
I
people ask me that, this is what I always say: Thai food, Indian food, Mediterranean food, Italian food. Any of
yeah,
those I'm good with, right? Seafood, I'm good.
yep. Yeah, I just had some crab. It would either
Nice.
be tacos or my mom's sloppy joes.
Look, bro, you know how long it's been since I had sloppy joes, dude. We got to get. Is your mom going to be at Road Atlanta? We need to get her to make some
Probably.
sloppy joes, man. Come on, let's
She makes
go.
it. She makes it for the
Oh, I
team.
bet, dude. I bet. Yeah, I got to get in on that action for sure.
You can have
100%.
some. We'll
Yeah.
share.
Thank you, dude. Listen, have you checked into? I know you heard about Chef Eats, right?
Yep.
My man Jeff Servin, dude. Have you ever thought about doing something like that?
Yeah, I think there might be. I think I might have reached out to him in regards to the sponsorship stuff. I think I might have an email from him that I haven't opened, so I gotta check that.
Nice. You should, man. Jeff, dude. Obviously, you know I had him on
Yeah.
the yeah, him and special guest Max Fan, dude. Jeff's
Yep.
proper dude. He,
I've heard
dude.
he makes some good eats.
Listen. I'm gonna tell everybody. I feel bad now. I should have done the unboxing and made a video of it and put it out on my page. I apologize, Jeff. I did take a picture while I was at work because I brought one to work, and dude, he is such a mega guy. He sent me 6 meals, one breakfast,
Nice.
and the rest of them were dinner. I actually picked them out. Um, they are truly amazing. They really are. It's really good food.
All right.
Yeah. So I recommend anybody out there that wants a good healthy meal, whether you're at home or you're at the track or you're playing soccer or wherever you have a microwave
Yeah,
available, right, or an oven. Yeah, dude, some of the best food on the planet. Jeff Serving Chef Eats. Big shout out, dude. You guys go check them out if you guys haven't. It's yeah, it's awesome. Do you like spicy food, Kevin?
yeah. I like spicy food.
How spicy do you like your spicy food? Like, are
Like
you the
it.
last dab spicy food?
Last step. What do you mean by that? Like I need more?
No, the hot ones on YouTube. You know where the ball
Oh
guys
yeah,
interviews.
yeah,
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 then the very
yeah.
last spot. Are you the last dab guy?
I don't know. Like I guess I don't know. Like I've eaten like a ghost pepper chip before, and it was pretty hot. For sure. But like I like salsa and hot stuff. Like I put hot sauce in my eggs and stuff.
Me too.
You know.
Yeah, me too.
But probably not like not like super hot.
Well, I tell you what, we'll have to wait till after the weekend, Sunday after the round, and me
Okay.
and you we'll do a last dab together for sure. It's
Okay.
good. It's hot. It's like 3 something million Scoville, but it's got really good flavor, man. It's good stuff, bro. It
For
really
sure.
is, bro. If I made a movie about Kevin Horney, right, and who would the actor be to play you in your own movie?
Uh Honestly, I'd probably pick Harrison Ford. He's my favorite actor of all time.
I love it, dude. Dude, I love Keanu Reeves. He's my favorite of all time. Who
Okay,
don't?
yeah.
Yeah,
Keanu's
dude,
badass. He's a real
Keanu,
badass.
dude, he is a real badass, right? Dude, Johnny Utah, dude, The Matrix, John Wick. I mean, come on, man. The list goes on and on and on. But Keanu's, yeah, proper, dude. He's super amazing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Listen, Kevin, dude, this has been a lot of fun, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
Always a blast.
it's always a pleasure. I want to definitely do obviously we're going to work together. I can't wait to see what 2024 brings for you. I know you're going to have nothing but success in
Thank you.
2024. Yeah, for real. I hope that, and I tell you this all the time, that you achieve the highest goal you ever wanted to achieve in this sport, right? Um, but what is after racing, Kevin? Like what? Yeah, what's after racing?
Um,
It don't last forever. So do you have
yeah.
a job lined up? I mean, what are you gonna do after? Would you
I
like to
think,
be back in the sport?
yeah, I think that I want to race for as long as I possibly can and develop my riding for as long as I can physically ride. I want to be learning at all times. But I think like in the future, obviously racing's not forever, as you said. I think what I would really like to do, and I've been thinking about it more and more lately, is I would like to figure out some way to create more opportunities to get more kids or people into racing. Like I think that it's lacking in the United States, the ease of access and the cost, and just the knowledge around it. Like I still think back to how I didn't even know I could go to track days, just like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a big problem in America. And yeah, like if I could just have a team or something, or do something in the future just to give back to the community and get more people involved in the sport is what I'd really like to do.
Yeah. Speaking of that, man, so the best one that we have in America is SFL Mini GP. My man Michael Carrera runs it. Uh, that's where Avery, the lap slayer, 400 Junior Cup champ, come from, right? Isaac Woodworth. There's a lot of them in Junior Cup come out of SFL
Okay.
Mini. Um, dude, his program is proper. So basically, you sign up, you register, you go down there, dude. You don't have to have a bike, you don't have to have a helmet, you don't have to have boots, you don't have to have
Wow.
leathers, gloves. He provides everything. From beginning to 70 years old, you want to go out there and ever dream to dragging your knee or want to hone your skill or learn. Listen, I'm telling you, there's nowhere better than SFL Mini GP out here in America. They're in Florida. Um, Anybody that's listening to this or that's going to listen to it in the future, if you ever interested, you can't get in touch with them, dude, get in touch with me. I'll put you directly access to Rick Glover or Michael Carrera, and yeah, get you on there. His boy Juju, my man Julian Carrera, races in the British Talent Cup.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
I haven't had an experience with SFL Mini GP. I've heard a lot about it, but
Listen, I'm gonna hook you up, Kevin. I'm telling you
all
right now, bro. You will have a blast down there with them.
right.
Dude, they're proper.
My personal opinion, the route I took was sport bike track time. They're to me they've been absolutely amazing. Everyone involved has been, they're the best ever. They taught me so much, especially Owen. He's the best. STT sport bike track time. If you're up by me, I coach with them. That's how I got into racing.
Well, yeah, but
They showed me
they're
how to ride on the track, and then got the race license.
yeah, SFL minis, like they're not geared towards like the, I guess, more up and coming kids, right? You got
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? And they put them on the bike and they show them the proper way to ride, teach them and have
Yeah.
races. And dude,
Oh,
it's
okay.
yeah, it's probably, and somebody like me, like Jules, dude. Jules went out there, right? I know you heard the story about Jules going out there, breaking all the clutches and flipping the motorcycle, dude. He flipped the CRF 100, I think it was.
Oh man,
Yeah, but I mean, they taught Jules. I mean, he finally got to drag his knee, right? Which
that's
is,
sweet.
dude, it's amazing, man. Yeah, but they're really good people. So if you ever find yourself going to Florida, bro, and you want to ride, dude, I'm telling you, I will put you directly in touch with them, and yeah,
For
they're
sure.
the best people in the world, man. They are. So,
Thank you.
Kevin, Horney, celebrity crush.
I don't
Who's
know.
Kevin's celebrity crush?
I don't know. I mean, I have to. I don't know. Maybe can I pick a racer?
Absolutely, you
I was
could
just
pick.
kidding. I was just kidding.
Yeah, no, 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 no,
Um,
no, no. Hold on. Who's the racer? Who's the celebrity crush racer? Come on now. And who you looking at? Who's over there, Kevin? Is somebody standing there?
I'd have to
I,
say Nolan Lamkin.
Dude, Nolan, my man, what is up?
So,
Nolan is in the house. What's going on, bud?
um, celebrity crush. I don't know. Might get in trouble for this one, but Jennifer Aniston.
Dude, you're not the only one to say that. You'd be surprised how many people say Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah,
I mean, let's just be honest. For her age, she's one sexy woman, right? Absolutely, dude. Hey, yeah, absolutely. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well, Kevin, man, listen, what an honor it is to have you on again. We're definitely going to do this again for part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blah, 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 blah,
for
blah.
sure.
Yeah, looking forward to 2024. Yeah. Why don't you give a big shout out to your team, all your sponsors, and how people can follow you, like and subscribe, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so my social media is either Kevin Horney with the EY or Horney Racing. And then, I'm Apex Manufacturing, SWG, Bison, obviously. Everyone with Sport by Track Time, obviously, they're a great coaching staff. So I love them. I shout them out as much as I can. They'll help you get on the track. Obviously, my family. And then everyone with Olson's Custom Detailing. Oh, I haven't thought of this one yet. Um, I'd say those are the main important ones right now. Yep, got
Yeah,
some potentials for 2024, but can't name them. So
yeah, proper man. Can't wait. And how can people find you and follow you on social media?
yeah. So I think everything other than I think it's all just Kevin Horney or Horney Racing. I have a Facebook page, and then I have like a personal page. My TikTok's Horny Racing, YouTube's Horny Racing, um, Instagram's Kevin Horny.
Simple as that, y'all. You heard it, right? So instead of listening to the end of this podcast, you guys leave right now and go to Instagram and Facebook and all that and follow Mr. Kevin Horney, man. Yeah. Future champion, right? Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait.
Thank you.
But listen, you guys, what an honor it is to sit down and have this conversation with a really good friend of mine, Kevin. And what an honor it is to call you that, man. And looking forward to the future and what it holds for you in 2024. Super excited to see you and meet Nolan and everybody else again this year. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. And yeah, this episode, like I always say, will be out on Spotify, all your major listening platforms, Podbean, everywhere but Apple right now. I'm still waiting on somebody to help me figure out this whole Apple thing so I get all my podcasts on there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. All the love and support I've been getting. It's been overwhelming emotionally. It really has. Thank you guys so much. My man Martin from the Clothing King that makes all Pendergast merch. Here before too long, you'll be able to go to the website. We have our own website page where you can buy all Pendergast merch. You can buy hats, beanies, jackets, t-shirts, whatever you want. They'll ship them directly to you. And big shout out to my man Jake and Peter Marsh out there in BSB. Dude, you guys are super amazing. My man Kevin Horney right here. You are just, bro, so mega.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much, and
much.
thank you for this opportunity for having me on again.
Listen, the honor's all mine, bro. And this is not going to be you already know we got plenty more to come. Yeah. So listen, you guys go to the Motoamerica event. Go out there and say hi to Nolan Lampkin. Go out there and say hi to my man Kevin Horney. Yeah. And listen, if they have any merch, dude, buy it. Help support these guys. Okay. Show them
Thank you.
nothing but love and appreciation. And I thank every one of you guys. Until next time, as my man Cool Jules always says, I am the host, Chris's whole effing show, Simcoe. My man Kevin Horney. You guys have a proper weekend. And yeah, I'll see you. I have another podcast tomorrow. Victoria
Sweet.
Manley. Yes, I'm
Nice.
excited about that. Yes. So you guys stay tuned 1:00 tomorrow, and I'll see you then. See you
Sweet. Nice
guys.
talking to you.
Absolutely, bro. Hang on one second.
All right.